Welcome back to the Coins and Connections podcast, where we explore all things books, business, and bullshit. My favorite bees. Now let's get into today's episode. All right, guys, so we are going to get into the rapid fire question of the day. It's just a question that I am going to ask and I am going to answer. It's time for our rapid fire question of the day. My question today is, how are you doing? So my answer to that is, I am actually doing well. I am in good spirits. I am in good health. I've rested. I've been busy. I've been spending a lot of time with my family. I've been reading. I've been responding to you guys. I've been very productive as always. And I feel like I was ready for this shift. I feel like I was preparing for this shift in January and February. So I feel like I am ready to weather whatever storm is coming, and I'm prepared to be a millionaire this year. That is ideally how I feel. I feel that my time is here and I'm super excited about it. I've always been busy. I've always been doing my work, but I feel like because people have more time, there are more people who need what I provide, who need the information I give, who are looking for the answers. And because I've been pretty consistent with providing and giving and being a vessel, it's my time. So now all of the things that I've already had in place is becoming super useful to people who did not know me before. So that is how I'm feeling. And it's such a great segue into the Underdog. So I get asked a lot, how did you start your podcast? Where do I begin? How can I start a podcast? Well, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First of all, it's free. You know, I'm down with the free. There's a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Like, ain't nobody listening yet and you making money. How dope is that? It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So what are you waiting on? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. So I love being the underdog. Many of you will be like, what? The underdog, girl? You are killing it out there. But as I've learned in therapy, there have been so many things stacked up against me. Always feeling like I was not good enough. I was not the prettiest. I was not the most popular. I was not the one the guys were checking for, or I was just the underdog. I wasn't the best basketball player. I wasn't the best at track. And even though I succeed, I was always feeling like I was not good enough. And a lot of people may feel like that right now, like, oh my gosh, my job let me go, but I'm one of the top performers. So now you're at home feeling like you were not good enough. You got laid off because you weren't providing value to the company and they did not need you. No one ever wants to feel like they are not needed. In this season, I feel needed. I feel like my husband needs me more. I feel like my kids need me more. They need me to help and guide them through this situation with the school. They need me emotionally. They need me to support. They need me to see them. I need to cook these meals. Make sure my kids are. Sorry guys, I might just drop. So they need me to remind them to brush their teeth. They need me to say, okay, we need this and that from the grocery store. My community needs me to guide them and lead them into, okay, how are we going to flip this? How are we going to pivot? How are we going to make money in a time of uncertainty? They need me to reassure them that people are still buying. They need me to release this Manifest Those Coins meditation to provide calmness, to be a vessel for them to be still and listen and know that they can make money in this season. I feel needed and I love it. But I also know I've always been here. There's just more people who need what I provide. And I've always known that if I continue to show up, my time would come. From the outside looking at it, people would be like, oh my gosh, girl, you're killing it. There have been months where I haven't made a dime. So even though I was consistent in showing up and being there, the money wasn't there. So was it all for what? There has been times when I did not reach my income goal, or I could not pay my car payment, or I fell behind on a bill. Because even though I was consistent in showing up, the money wasn't there because no one needed me. I fell into depression more so a deeper depression after I left my job. It was a stressful job working at a school, but also I felt needed. Those kids needed me. They did not want me to quit. They love seeing me every day. They love giving me hugs. They love just talking to me. They love seeing me. I felt needed at that job. So it was hard to leave, but for my mental state, I needed to leave. But then I didn't realize that I needed that job because without it, I didn't feel needed. No one needed me at home. My kids were at school all day. My husband was deployed. I was home alone. The only person who needed me was my dog. And then he really didn't need me. So I didn't write. I didn't quit. When I quit, I said I was going to write. I was going to do this. I didn't do any of that because I didn't feel needed. I fell into a deep depression because I didn't feel needed. I was and still am the underdog. My social media numbers don't match my income. So to people, it'll be hard to believe that this chick with under 5,000 followers on all her platforms is making this kind of money. Because most people equate followers to income. To me, that shit don't matter because your homegirl with 10K followers could be making $500 a month. And again, her followers or his followers don't match their income. So don't ever be confused by numbers. It's impact, it's value that brings the revenue. So don't ever be confused or be shied away from working with somebody because your numbers are higher than theirs. So what? They're probably making more money than you because their approach is different. What they provide is different. If you found them and their numbers are lower than you and you need them, that tells you everything you need to know. If you are seriously considering working with someone or needing something from someone who has a lower follower count than you, they are doing something right because you notice them. And it's that work ethic. It's because their value matches what they're saying and it resonates. Don't ever get it twisted. Ever. Impact and value is far greater than popularity. People will swoon to popularity. Sometimes popularity comes in a form of no personality. Sometimes long hair and a pretty face comes to no personality and bullshit products. Okay? So don't ever base what you need from someone off of their looks, off of how many followers they have, or off of what kind of game they can run. Some people can have success in one area. They can be successful authors, they can be successful actors, but they can't teach. They can't teach you how to do it. They want you to believe that they can, but they can't. Teaching someone and being able to teach someone who is a beginner and someone who is advanced is a gift. Being able to walk someone through something and leave no stones unturned, and it being able to break it down to the lowest of the lowest to where a child can understand it or your grandmother can understand it, is a gift. So although people think because they accomplish something and they can now product that into a bundle or something, does not mean that they are called to do that. Does not mean that it will resonate. Does not mean that it's valuable for you to spend your money on. I cannot tell you how many times I've been disappointed. Thinking, okay, oh my gosh, this person is amazing. I love what they do. And then I want to learn from something from them, and it's everything I've already known. I spend my money and it's already everything I knew already, or it's lack of commitment on their part. It's not even up to par to what they say they are. So let me give a round of applause to all my underdogs. Your time is now. This is your time to show up more than ever before, because you provide value and you have the impact, and the people will now notice you because they're being still and they're listening. You have what they need and they will find you. And I just want you to know that it's okay. 2020 is still your year. They need you. So show up. Being needed is an amazing feeling because you're also essential. Being needed is essential. And if you can provide something that people need right now, if you can provide hope, if you can provide faith, if you can provide a prayer, if you can provide an item that is in need, you are essential. Sometimes it takes someone else to confirm what you already know in your heart. The underdog has risen and it's your time. And I'm here to say that, I don't know, what day is it? I don't even know. It's April, but I don't know when this is coming up. It has been an amazing month. Hitting income goals, just being obedient, being happy, to the point where my therapist is like, girl, you're doing so great. I think we don't need to be talking once a week. What? And you know why? I will do a therapy update, but I decided this time when I found the right therapist, I was going to be all in. I was going to be super transparent, and I was going to be open, and I was going to be ready to receive. So I have been super transparent. I've done the work. I've put in place the boundaries. I've confronted the things that bothered me. I spoke up. And I confirmed to myself that I can do this. And this is why this is happening. And this is how I will handle it. And it's happened in my life. And I just want you to know that you got this. You are the underdog, but you are needed because you are essential. So I hope you guys got a word in that somewhere. I didn't write any notes, but I just felt so strongly in my spirit to release this word, and I know that it will help someone. It will change something, and it will resonate with you deep down inside. So that's that. Hey coin snatchers, before we jump into this episode, I want to let you know that I decided to create an exclusive listening and video bonus for all my listeners to join. You can become a book bae or business bae for only $5 a month. You will get access to additional podcast episodes and exclusive videos, along with blog posts of information that I want to share only with my BB baes. So go on over to patreon.com/Cinquanta Cox-Smith and join today. I'll make sure I leave all the details in the description so you can join me as a BB bae today. This segment is called Q Money Bag Thought of the Week. So now we're going to get into the Q Money Bag Thought of the Week, and let's talk about these stimulus checks, okay? Is yours pending? Did it get deposited? How much did you get, boo? What you gonna do with your money? Do you guys get these emails with these deals? Children's Place, 80% off. There were Easter dresses for $7.99. Like, Fashion Nova, I heard, is sending hella texts to you guys on your cell phone. TJ Maxx is closed. Marshall's is closed. The mall is closed. So many restaurants are doing takeout. Like, we drove on the highway Easter weekend and it was empty. Like, there weren't people on the highway like it would normally be on a holiday weekend. So yeah, I with my stimulus check, I'm probably going to purchase a trademark. Don't know which one I'm going to do yet, but that is one of my plans. And then the rest will go into savings, because I am married and we made under, what was it, 70,000. So we got 3,600. I'm not ashamed to say that, because anybody else who is in my situation and has 2 kids, they got the 2,600 and then 500 for each kid. So you guys do your math. If you're single, head a household, how many kids you have, you will know. And as we speak, it's pending in my bank account, but I have good use with my money. I want to buy things like a new vacuum cleaner, a new microwave. We are unsure of what may happen. We were supposed to be PCSing in June. Here we are in April. The military has suspended travel and PCSing until May 11th. I feel like it's going to be longer than that. We are federal and not regular, government. So we don't know what's going to happen. So, hey, why not get some new household goods and whatever else may come? But we've planned to do good with our money. Like I said, trademark, a new vacuum cleaner, new microwave, and into our savings account. So I want to know what you guys did with your stimulus check, what you're planning to do with it. Did you need it? Are your bills paid? Are my small businesses out there okay? Have you applied for any of the funding or grants? Did you have to file for unemployment? Are you still working? I want to know how you guys are handling this thing. So let me know. Tweet me, beat me if you want to reach me. Kim Possible. Okay. Send me a message on Instagram, Facebook, wherever, and let me know. But until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening and subscribing. Don't forget to share and leave a review for this podcast. If you have any questions, you can email me at hello@cinquantacoxsmith.com. You can follow me on Instagram at cinquantacoxsmith and at coinsandconnections.com. My websites are www.cinquantacoxsmith.com and www.coinsandconnections.com. You can join my Facebook group at Books Plus Business with Cinquanta Cinquanta Cox-Smith. I love you more than I love this podcast. Peace.